Nice mirror. The stone might be actually usable again now. Yeah. Um, yeah, the stone might be usable again, so I need to take a look. Yeah, some stuff timed out last night, sadly. I didn't put it back up on the auction house, though. I probably should have. So, how much time left? 14 minutes. Fantastic. He's hoping I get it again thereafter. I'll immediately leave and head back for the. I'll immediately leave and head for the auction house to buy some herbs. Um, what am I trying to say? Yeah, head for the auction house, buy some herbs, and just churn out a ton of potions. All the creatures great and small, his protection will encompass all. If sacrifice be thy whim, best look to yourself, and not one of them. For those that seek to care for others, you find your kin, sisters and brothers. If you be the one you love the most, to him you surely should not boast. With each word he puts much weight, no wasted thought, no hurried trait. If you be selfish, come not here. The selfless have no need to fear. Of danger he has seen no end. Our fate and hope, his greatest friend. Krag'wa, Loa, guardian strong. Krag'wa, father, may you live forever long. We need to see first again. Alright, run. I love the Chronicler is like, how odd, and then tries to fist fight a guy in full plate. Video games. Here, back in a sec. As if they could hear me. Here it is. Storm Silver.
You could be of great use to us. We need it cleared and made safe.
Come on, Magni. This old bird can handle the extra weight.
What? That thing could barely carry us when I wasn't made of diamond. I'll take my chances on the ground.
Can you please talk some sense into Bran for me? It's kind of Bran to offer, but his flying machine would drop like a rock with me aboard. Best if you carry just the two of ye. Bran will fly ye down to Old Ear. I'll find me own way and meet ye inside.
Remember, I'll meet you inside Old Ear. Bran, my safe.
Now let me the fun in that, huh? On my board, champion!
Dude can just tunnel through the ground. He doesn't need a fucking flying machine.
I used to talk about Magni's shoulder as a beat of the world. Didn't know he'd take it literally. That's just the way he's always been. As a brother, as king of Ironforge, and now as speaker of Azeroth. No matter He's as stubborn as he is brave, and it's cost him dearly. When it turned into diamond, we all thought he was lost forever, that he sacrificed himself to save us. But that was just the beginning. Now he can hear everything Azeroth says and feel all the pain she endures. He'll do whatever it takes to heal our world. But this time, there's no way of letting him shoulder that burden alone. Now hold on, we're going in!
So, Bran, you did have insurance for that, right? Because going by, you know, that the little, like how we entered there, kind of implied he crashed it. Didn't exactly look like he made the door frame. Actually, wait. Oh, we're at 1D wings. What's one is here? Is this Vectus? Okay, game. Okay, anyway, it's odd that it threw us out here. Like this isn't the entrance. Anyway, there's Mother down there. Wait, which way is the entrance? It's probably at the yeah, it's at the exact opposite side. Whatever. Ah, good. I see you've arrived in one piece. Now let's see if Mother can lend us a hand. I may be Azeroth's speaker, but Bran's the expert on Titan archaeology. If he says that Mother can help us save Azeroth, then I'm more than willing to place my faith in her. Come, champion. Let's hear what guidance she has to offer.
Greetings. I am the matron of tenacity, herald of endless research. Designation, Mother.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Magnet.
Visitor identified. Designation, Speaker. Presence of Speaker indicates imminent threat to Azeroth.
Exactly. We need your help, Mother. Azeroth's dying, and nothing we do seems to heal her.
Error. Uldir facility designed for old god experimentation and containment. Planetary rehabilitation not within operational parameters. Recommendation. Relocate Mother Unit to Chamber of Heart facility.
No offense, but if me flying machine couldn't carry Magni, I doubt it can pull a Titan Watcher all the way to Syllabus.
Acknowledged. Waygate activation advised. Destination coordinates encoded within heart of Azeroth.
Well, you helped our champion. Let's get to it.
Okay, anyone has anything to say here? You do.
Accessing.
Greetings once again, Heart of Azeroth wielder. Your decontamination of Uldir is acknowledged and appreciated. Recommendation: continue efforts to resolve total planetary annihilation. I'll never understand exactly how all these machines work. That's what Bran does. To be honest, I may have completely decontaminated the place, but it still looks like shit. Like, my fucking god. It's horrific to look at.
Looks like there's still some corruption left in the system. I need to target
Extermination of all contaminated specimens globally.
Probably shouldn't be looting that. Random dead trolls here with... Okay, I saw something floating above it for a moment. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't really look fully decontaminated, does it? Like, we just got rid of the dire sources of it. I think she might be contaminated. It's just as I feared. We don't have much time, champion. This may be our only hope. These Titan facilities never cease to amaze me. I can only imagine how many of their secrets Brown has yet to uncover. I just hope that one of them holds the answer to saving Azeroth. It's time to bring Mother to the Chamber of Heart. Be prepared for Anne, champion. You never can be quite sure what will happen when you activate a Titan machine. Which means... Oh. Whoa. Oh, that's a big one. You know, it's nice to fight alongside the raid boss for once. That could actually be an interesting raid boss fight. Ooh, never really noticed that weapon before. You know, that could be an interesting boss fight. You know, there'd be like two large creatures, like two raid bosses fighting. You're on the side of one of them, but you have to dodge the enemy's attacks and their own. Like, say you're like fighting in Mother's arenas, the wind still blows you around. You still have to avoid running into the fire. That kind of thing. Obviously, you wouldn't have to dodge all of Mother's attacks or whatnot. She wouldn't be intentionally aiming them at you. But, you know, fire would still hurt kind of thing. It could be an interesting concept. You so rarely see that bit of art. So rarely. It's a cool portrait. Kind of figured you'd see it more. Your decontamination. Huh. I thought you said complete or something. That extra emphasis and was actually deserving.
Azeroth cries out in pain.
That was close. But we made it to the Chamber of Heart. Now, to see if Mother can find a way to heal Azeroth. Thank you, Palnai.
Remember that we brought you here. Can you find a way to heal Azeroth?
Accessing Chamber of Heart data archives. Comprehensive analysis will require approximately 77 cycles.
Just for analysis? How long before we have a plan of action?
Calculating now.
Yes!
Well, at least there's a start. Thank you, champion. You'll be the first to know when Mother finds an answer.
When this originally came out, people were taking the 77 cycles to be a hint at when the next patch was coming out. Because, I think they released it before. There was like a 77-day gap from one patch to the next patch. And they might have done it like twice in a row or something. Or something like that. They were like keeping like a set, like, rate down. And people were thinking maybe this was more of it. But I have no idea.
Wherever the action is.
Never a dull moment when you're dealing with old gods. I'm just glad we got out in one piece.
Our world needs us, champion.
Now we got Mother here in the Chamber of Heart. We can start making a plan. I just hope it doesn't take her too long to finish those calculations. So, let's head to Browse. From Browse, we'll head to Ironforge, and we're going to do some potion making. So yeah, I've actually gotten all the new questing done for this patch. Actually, no. There is actually one last bit of content. It's over in Stormwind. We'll head there eventually. It's for the Brawlers Guild. I think I can go in. I don't think I needed some new invite for it. I swear before you had to get an invite when it exchanged expansions. Don't think I need to do that again. Or at the very least, I thought you needed to get a new one when between expansion changes. Probably should have actually held on to that for a moment. Okay. Bye. I'm going to make a lot of flasks of currants because, my god, does that sell well. Though I suppose I should probably diversify my portfolio. Seriously. Seriously. I don't know how people without auctioneer work. I think there's like a few different auctioneer add-ons. I think I had both of them installed because I didn't know which one was which. I'm spending a lot of cash on all this because I'm figuring I'll make a lot of cash back. I could be figuring wrong. That is a distinct probability. But, we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. Or soon enough. And they'll just buy a little bit of this. Wonder what is going to happen with Bane. I could maybe him or the orc guy becoming war chief. Then again, Sylvanas, we know, basically pictures have come out of her with it. You know, Naifu? Yeah, Sylvanas wielding the knife. So we don't really know what's happening there. But, well, Sylvanas with an old god weapon doesn't sound good for anyone. It's just, right now, mentally I can see this going one of two ways. Either Bane ends up getting saved, or he gets turned into a raid boss. But that would suck. The guy hasn't really got much screen time in game at all. So it would suck for him to just get, you know, axed off like that. So yeah, hopefully he'll be saved and whatnot. Then again, look at Zul Jin. He didn't, like, he was named war chief at the end of Kata. No, at the end of Pandaria, we go to Wad. I'm an Alliance person, so I obviously didn't see him at all. But you know, I barely saw Rin there either, so I figured the same was true for Zul'jin. Then comes Legion, dead. You know, like, that sucks. So hopefully, you know, Bane could still die, even if he's got barely any screen time. He could still die. Like, basically, the reason I'm talking about screen time is just like, yeah, I killed characters, but like, at least let us get to see them a bit first, you know? Kind of sucks to kill them off too soon. Let's go with this. Yeah, I really should have held off on popping that. But, yeah, I could see Bane maybe dying, or maybe being saved, or whatever. I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I don't see Sylvanas surviving as War Chief. The Orc guy from the pre-patch might become War Chief, or Bane might. And really, the Horde keeps electing, well, they don't elect, they proclaim. They keep getting genocidal leaders. What is it? Like, seriously. Fine. Any moment now. Christ, it's just like when it launched. There we go. And now some Riverbud. Might have enough anchor weed here. I'll make what I can and we'll go from there. Also, I've kind of forgot to check the pricings and this stuff. Well, there's 10 pages of potions here. That's reassuring for my pocketbook. Basically, it means there's a lot of potions on the auction house. That's a little daunting. Okay. Herb costs haven't dropped in the slightest, but potion word has. Fabulous. Okay, they're still at a reasonable price. Yeah, they're still at a reasonable price. I'd have to get multiple of those. Fuck it. Okay, yeah, I definitely shouldn't have popped this. Whatever. We'll deal with the mailbox here, and by the time that's done, and what I have in my inventory, by the time that's done, it should be back. I just got carried away there. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm back. Started again like straight away. I just wanted to stop that there for a sec. Oh, damn. The other thing had worn off. Oh well. Buying the individual sea stalks is so annoying. Well, that's refreshing. So many pages to cycle through of this stuff. So many damn pages. Get this food and what's sold and more stuff. So reagents and stuff to sell. And money. Okay. Let's boost this to 20. 2 stacks to 20, yep. And yeet. Sold the 14. Really, I should be having the crit food, which is Sailor's Pie, ain't that right? I could switch to Sailor's Pie. See? Okay, you. This could be like alternating for the next bit.
Inventory is full.
Wonder where Bane's gonna be kept. Wonder about, you know, all that side of the story. And I wonder what's gonna happen with him. Is he gonna be killed? Is she gonna experiment on him, turn him into some Tauren abomination? You know, what's she gonna do? Because, you know, Sylvanas is morally grey. You never can be sure with her. Well, the White Trillium didn't sell. That's surprising. Normally that sells just fine. It's also halved in price, thereabouts. It's probably going for so much because of the Thunder Isle stuff. If that's even... No, that wouldn't even be associated with it. So how is it selling? Or is it associated with it? Oh, I have no idea. I'd actually been meaning to try and make that stuff myself for the like transmog and whatnot, but I forgot all about it. And then I switched professions. So... Again, 1 second. Hey folks, I wasn't happy with the attempt I did there. The flasks of Endless Autumn sold there, which was nice. But yeah, sorry I keep stopping, I just haven't been feeling well as of late. So, yeah, just had to stop for a moment to... just for the sec. Just a rake of medical issues. As I've said before, fibromyalgia, which affects the nervous system. So it can have a whole rake of ailments associated with it. Affects everyone differently, and it's just generally a pain in the ass. I also have social anxiety disorder, OCD, depression, and I hear a constant ringing in my ears. In fact, I'm currently... I'm still hearing it. I still hear it. Normally loud things dull it out. Why aren't you working? Oh god. I still hear the ringing over this. I have it on max volume, on 100. Oh yeah, I'm talking to Doc about this. I went in the other day to get a thing done. Because when my ears, someone was up with it, I was getting weird like pain inside my face. So I had to come back after weekend and see the nurse. It was called an ear irrigation. Basically, wax had blocked up one of my canals far back. Too far for me to actually clean it out, so they have to like pump water into my ear. Thought that was what caused it ringing, but now I'm hearing it even though the wax is gone. Like the whole ear canal was blocked. Nah, still hearing the ringing, and now it's... Yeah, I was hoping it was just the headset on the fritz, but no, I'm still hearing it. It's driving me mad. The best thing I can do is try and pretend it's not there. But yeah, I'm just a whole rake of ailments. It's really, really sad, honestly. Those prices. Now it's gone so that you have to win. You have to win multiple times on the gamble. Ugh. Alright, let's head back here. Need to auction this. This is Pandarian herbs. Oh, there's even more? Oh, sweet Jiminy Cricket. Ah, this stuff. Okay, firstly, yeet. always nice to see when you've like just put something up on the auction house and it like immediately sells. Always lovely to see. That's not nice to see. Anyway. Oh, that shroud. Now that I've acknowledged it, that shroud thing is doing my head in. Flask of Endless Whispers. Do 40 of you. Actually. Let's start with the Flask of Currents. All they share are vials and the anchorweed. But, man, you know what, fuck it, I'll buy more anchorweed if I need it. It just Flask of Currents typically sell better. Then again, I suppose I put up the Endless Fathoms one, and they sold pretty much straight away. Okay, it's not as dramatically more likely as I was hoping it would be. I haven't got a nice big proc. Still, it does seem to be more frequent. Veritably. Sometimes it might just say, like, 2 things will appear at once. Like, say if there's... okay, let's say if I made 6 at a time, and there's 19 in this stack. 1 will go here, and the other 5 will go here. So you'll just see this and a 5. So sometimes a bonus, like you'll see a bonus is smaller than it actually is because of that. Ooh, 9. Beautiful. I don't know what this ringing in my ears is. I don't know much. Like, I'm no doctor. I'm no medic. I don't know much about ear ringing issues. I remember someone mentioning tinnitus before, and it being like you come out of a club and the ringing in your ears and all this. Currently, they're off Tavern Cast. You know, I'm kind of reaching here for an answer. Not against current Guitar, it's just it was Tavern Cast and they were kind of loose with their words on some topics. So I'm just like, were they being loose here or not? So it just, you know, maybe that's what I got. Maybe it isn't. I have no bloody clue, but it's driving my fucking head in. But yeah, I was listening to the doc the other day. Probably not gonna go back to him again so soon, but I'll go give it a time, see if it passes. But to be honest, I think I've normally had some ringing in my head. I just most of the time I ignore it, or have, you know, drown it out with something, and just not pay attention to it. I think that's just how I work most of the time. Okay, first of all, let's just sell what I have. Oh, come on, cybernetics. Gonna be honest, that's my answer for everything, but it's a damn good answer. Maybe I shouldn't be selling it all in one big batch. But then again, it's annoying to buy the small individual potions. You know what, fuck it. When in Rome,